Speedy, help me out here, man.
What do you want me to do?
You don't remember this? You don't remember he wrote this like two paragraph long proof about can't remember the details though.
I
Let's see.
completely blanked out. Were you talking
Oh,
about
here we go.
turn
Here we
zero?
go. Thank you, Sewell. So player 1 and player 2, if player 1 always skips turn 0, then the turn order becomes instead player 2 moves first, but player 1 has the 2 extra stars from turn 0.
Is this
And
something Corich wrote like a
yeah,
long time ago?
I guess I'll get back to the game. So
Yeah, nobody wants to hear the boring explanation.
I was about to go into it, but then I realized. Okay, let's see. Legend is moving into. He's gonna have looks like a safe first village, right?
Yep. THP actually froze into the middle of the lake and found the village right there.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. It's a really, really strong point, that middle village.
That is gonna be an important village. We can ask him about that in a post game interview because that's it's a risky decision to do, right?
Yeah, to freeze because it like really delays your movement by like
Because if
one
you don't
turn.
find a village there, then yeah, that's a really big hit. Legend will encounter THP on turn 3, another early meeting. Let's see what he can get from it. So he takes the hunting. He'll upgrade his capital. He does have 2 bears in his second city as well, so that's a nice strong setup.
Oh, hunting? Because THP only has 1 bear. Ouch.
That's a good tech trade. A little bit opposite of last game then for
Yeah.
Tarth.
I'm thinking goes fishing here. Yep.
Yeah, so Tarth has a little warrior advantage. I think THP might have to back up his warrior.
Yeah, the only risky thing about buying hunting is if like THP had like 5 trees, I think Katarth would have lost right there.
Right, but how often do you get 5 tree spawns? I mean 5 bear spawns or whatever.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true. If he had gotten that forestry buy, if he got a good one, he could have. I think Tarth is just thinking that his own hunting spawn is probably better because he has quite a solid forestry spawn here, right? He's got 4 to chop in capital and.
Damn, 4?
Yeah, 4 in capital, 4 second city.
THP's got 2 trees. That's it.
So Tarth can actually see what THP's moving because he moved onto the ice that he created, so he knows exactly where his Mooney is, right?
Does he have a second unit to kill it?
Not near it, but his warrior's on the ice as you can see. So if he could deduce that THP must have moved his Mooney there, right?
Yeah. Let me check Hitart's stream.
He's about to capture his second village. He bought the forestry and is gonna do.
Holy shit! That sawmill spot is so nice.
I don't know if he even needs it. He might kill chop riders, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a 5 sawmill spot.
I think he can take it slow because he could really get a giant really easily.
If he chooses to, yeah. The Gammy versus Gammy gameplay is also interesting.
Yep, it's such a mind game.
Arthur here in the chat might remember the for Polaris free for all we had. At one point in the game, there was just a clump of units, probably about 6 or 7 units, that were frozen every single turn for like 10 turns in a row. There was a siege on a city that got frozen 5 or 6 turns in a row.
Wait, this is really making me want to start a Polaris FFA.
It was very interesting. It was quite exhausting, actually.
I'm opening one right now if anybody wants to join it. Was this a drylands map?
I don't remember. No, I think it was lakes. There was ice. Okay. Well, Hitarth is just straight into the he's gonna go for your sawmill spot. He put all his huts down, so he's not chopping. He's gonna be able to buy math for 10 and actually wait, can he giant next turn? I'm trying to do some quick calc. 15. No, he can't giant next turn because that only gives him 5 pop. But he can make a game in 2 turns.
So THP used an explorer. Now he kind of realized he's kind of fucked right here because.
So he sees everything.
Yep. He can get a giant
Right.
with outposts, but those are super
A
expensive.
little bit,
So.
yeah. Definitely less efficient of a gammy. We keep saying giant, but yeah. So Hitarth will aggressively move in. He just wants to grab the a little extra vision, start figuring out what he's gonna be doing. Mooney moves aggressively in too. Nice.
Oh, so he can freeze it. He's got no backup
Yep.
there.
Yeah, he's got no backup. Tarth could probably guess that because he wouldn't have a unit over there.
Oh wait, if
Is
his
he
back
going
warrior
riding
kills
or
that
no?
warrior, he can actually kill the Mooney next turn. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Because he'll have 2 units right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hatarth, will he go riding this turn just to provide some support for his units, or will he go all in into the to the math for making a gaming next turn? He's at past his turn doing nothing. That means probably he's going Salmos next turn. He can create 2 gammies, I believe. 17 stars for the first gammy monument. Oh no, he just doesn't. He's one pop short. Okay,
So THP has an interesting decision. He found a ruin and a village. Since he might be
okay.
desperate, I think he might go for the ruin first, but might be a little
THP
too
does have
risky.
more of the map. Oh wait, no, I miscalculated. Hitarth already has Org. Wait,
Ah,
no,
that's scary.
he just bought it.
That's
He
a
just
scary sawmill. Oh my god.
okay. That's a gammy. It's a gammy. So, but
Can he
he's
use a
only gonna.
monument for another gammy?
He's chopping. Yeah, no, he can't make it the second gammy this turn. But why did you just cover up that farm, Hitarth? What? Wait, why did you cover up a farm when there was an empty square next to it?
Dude,
I'm
nobody
visibly
likes
angry
farms,
at him.
okay? Nobody likes farms. It's the worst resource in the game.
All right, so
That
Hitarth.
is why nobody
Definitely.
plays Zabasi too. It's the worst
Oh
try.
yeah. Hitarth is, he has his gammy, but THP has a lot of unit advantage on him. He's gonna pop a second gammy next turn. We'll see if THP can find an answer for him. If THP goes Frost Archers, that's a nice answer for a gammy, I think, right? Oh,
So yeah, if you check the chat, THP like kind of cursed, so he's not too happy
not too
about the
happy about that gammy situation
yeah.
there. Um, did he have enough stars to to make a Frost Archer last turn?
To make a what?
An archer. That would have been an
Oh,
interesting play. I think it could have helped stall for a while because Charth has no riders, so he would not been able to really. If he froze those gammies, it would have been hard for him to
yep, and then
break.
set his warriors on a city so he can't like
Yep.
really make any units.
Oh, was it
So
full pop?
yeah, he wouldn't have been able to make
He could have built
anything.
it on the capital. Oh, but it wouldn't have been able to freeze his turn. Yeah, that's true. Let's see what he chooses to do. Thinking.
He's probably just calculating how to get a giant right now.
Yeah, he has 17 stars. He's gonna buy attack, right? What do we think it
Yep.
will be?
To be honest, I don't
What if he
think he
go for the
needs a
frost
tech.
charge? You think he's just gonna go for his own gammy?
Yeah, with the outpost. He's got a nice connection with all of his cities.
Okay, so he does have more of the map. So if he's able to stall this game out, Hitarth obviously has a strong push coming. But if THP is able to stall it out, he will have what 4 or 5 cities to Hitarth's 3.
Yep, he made an outpost.
Will he go for a wall in the second one?
I mean,
Let's see.
there's kind of no point because it's just gonna be
It'll be
frozen.
frozen, but
Yeah, he just wants
resources
stars.
he
There's no
dead
point.
behind it. Yep.
This is gonna be one real slow giant because at his cap, he's only got 2 trees.
Yeah, he doesn't. Hmm. I mean, he's probably thinking about a tech too.
Oh, Inter P did a face reveal today. I didn't even
Did he?
notice. Yeah, I wish I got to see it, but I don't get to see his nice face.
He's really taking his time. He knows that this is a pivotal part. Like how he decides to play this out will really decide the game. You know.
Yeah, I think Ice Archers is probably the play.
I think it is. But
No, I'm sure it is,
options
not
don't.
think.
You're sure it is. That's
Yeah,
quite a
I'm
bold
really sure.
statement. So he goes for the org, possibly to open up farms. Maybe he thinks that farming is his only option for the faster Gammy. He does find 2 farms in his capital. It looks like he still has 2 turns until he will lose that center city. So if he's able to Gammy in that time,
He can still Ice Archer
he
next
could
turn with 13
he could
stars.
pop another Gammy in a second city. So THP has a solid defense. He can. What does he need? He needs farming for 10, right? And then to spend 12 stars on on the resources. I mean on the whatever. Just 22 stars for his Gammy. He can reach it, right?
Yep. So another thing we can conclude is that with Inter P's face reveal, we know he's not an alt, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing. Wait, did we ever get a face reveal from Hippo?
So if anybody's wondering, there's a Facebook profile of him,
Oh
so
yeah,
you can go check him out later after
I
this
just
game.
the voice is so unmistakable, so
I know. Somebody else's.
Okay, I don't know actually if he will have enough stars, but he's resigning. Oh man, yeah, he did not have enough stars.
Wait, really?
After
He's
Hitarth
gonna resign?
after Hitarth sieges his city, he was not gonna have enough stars for a giant. He does resign. I think he could have tried, could have tried to go for the archers. He could have tried to go for something to stall it. But
Yeah, would have been fun to see if he went archers and then try to like
just like
maneuver around it.
you'd call it GG there. Let's see.
Does he have time for any questions?
He's in the staff chat. Let's see. I'm gonna unmute them. Hitarth, unmute. THP is self-deafened, so. Let's see if THP has time for questions. Hitarth, congratulations.
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations on that victory. Were you surprised that he resigned?
Thank you. I don't know. Maybe Ice Archers was the last play, but like the only thing that counters Agami is Agami, and I had catapults, so I don't
Yeah.
know how could have.
It would have been tough. It would have been tough for him to win. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Polaris has the troops that counter Polaris are like ranged units, which is not really a thing in Tiny. So I just decided to go for the double Gami and
Yeah, you had those fours set up. It was a very quick one. You didn't even need to
yeah,
go for the third city.
yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. You got like 7 trees, so it's just pretty much a spawn win.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
The sawmill spots were sent from heaven.
What was the questions we had to Hitarth that we got cut off in time for from game 1? You remember?
Wait, what did you ask?
You were asking some questions to Hitarth at the end of game 1, but we had to go right into game 2 because of a time restraint for
Oh,
Right.
like why didn't he could have moved his Mooney south into the center rather than north?
Oh, for his first move, asking what he was
Yeah.
thinking about. Yeah. Okay, Hitarth. So do you remember game 1? We were gonna ask about your opening move with the Mooney. Were you trying to go for the corner to go for a safe village, or just was that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I had two Mooney skates, and one of them led to like the barren land, and it was equally likely for him to be
You had the
like
resource there. Yeah.
show up at
Did you
both
also
the
consider buying a
places.
Keck turn 0 once you saw his borders?
Yeah, I just to be honest didn't think about it, but I mean, I gave it a thought, and I realized that probably fishing was, I don't know, pretty. I
Yeah,
mean, I
your
for sure
spawn was
knew that
unfortunate.
next
Yeah.
city wouldn't have fishes,
hmm
and that's
Well,
why I went farming as well.
I think THB had to go Food Farm. He was with his son.
Isn't it like midnight for him or something?
Oh, possibly. Speed, do we have any more questions for the contestants here? Let's see. Or from the
Maybe
viewers.
if anybody's got questions in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, THP was only a couple stars off from that Gammy. With the farming, no, he just barely didn't have enough resources for it.
Yeah, I was actually going to like not even siege with the Gami. I was going to set up my Gami next turn so that it could be adjacent to his capital and the other one adjacent to his other city. So whatever he popped, I could just freeze it forever, and I just win.
Okay, so that card did have the counter. If
Yeah,
if he could have gone Ice Archers 2 turns earlier, it would have been a desperate play, but it probably would have only stalled for a little bit. It wouldn't have
yeah, the catapult I
out.
could have removed
Yeah,
it for.
your catapult and range, what you got warrior and rider there too.
And I was actually like I was pretty sure that he would go for ice archers, which he didn't. That's why the weird double catapult as well, which was probably an
The
overkill.
turn, yeah, he had enough stars to buy one, but his center city was full on population, so he could only buy it in his capital, which would not have been in range that next turn.
Ah, that's a bummer. Yeah.
hmm
Oh, Hitara, so you had so many trees. You're like the first person that actually decided to go for a giant rather than riders. Was there any
Yeah, I
thought into
mean,
Everybody
that?
else stopped. Yeah.
I just love gummies too much, man. Nothing else.
I'm sure like 90% of the other players would have just chopped everything.
If it was like barter or something,
That was
giant,
pretty fast
cute.
scammy.
But
It was
yeah, gummy,
interesting.
it's the best unit, man, in the game.
Well, since you're playing a mirror, he could also have a Gami. It's like whoever freezes them first, kind of.
Darth knows that his is faster just because of how easy his was to make. He's pretty sure that THP can't gonna get me before him. Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty sure.
Yeah, and all of his villages were just ice, so pretty expensive anyway.
Yeah, and I actually realized that he had the center as well, so rushing was probably super risky. If he could just wall the center city, and if he defended the rider rush, I probably lose because he had three cities as you guys saw, and I had two. So that's why I just didn't.
Yeah, no, I like the strategy of going giant first on a tiny map. Kind of wish more people did it or like understood why it's so much better. It was a pretty straightforward game. Just rush Gammies and then
Yeah.
take his
Yeah,
village.
both the games were like just stomps.
Unfortunate, but that's the way it turns out sometimes with the spawns.
Yeah.
So wait, what do you think? Do you think lakes or drylands are more fair for a tiny map?
Probably drylands are more fair,
Better,
right?
yeah.
Drylands is theoretically the fairest map just because there's the least variation.
Yeah. And yeah, just hmm.
Yeah, but drylands, you always got that ruin spot that like blocks a village for like 9 tiles.
Oh my gosh, that is the worst. That is true.
Yeah.
They're not gonna keep the recording of Inner P's face reveal. So that's pretty much it, right, for the games.